Hello and welcome to the show. Today I fancy driving a GTE car, so that's what I'm going to do. We're going to go racing at Oschersleben, but a track I very much like, with a class of car that I'm starting to like more. I mean, I've talked about this plenty in the past, but in general, sort of Clio Cup cars are my go-to vehicles for racing, but I am finding myself enjoying cars like the GTE category more and more of late. Now, I've driven the Ford a fair bit. I thought today I'd have a go with the 911 RSR, a car that I don't think any game has really quite done justice just how incredible sounding the real 911 RSR actually is. Heard it a couple of times at Goodwood. It's an unbelievable machine. Incredible noise that comes out of this car. It sounds okay. It sounds okay in Project Cars in various games it's featured in, but just nothing quite. It's like Maserati Quattroporte. It's never been done justice in any game whatsoever, and I don't think the 911 RSR perhaps ever will. But there we go. We're going to Oschersleben, 12 laps around here, with 28 of us. I'm going to be starting down at the back. I've gone for a rolling start again. It helps alleviate some of the chaos. Turn 1 here is an interesting one. An interesting one. I seem to remember. I think this is the track where a commentator recommended that the track designer be shot. I think it was a World Touring Car race or something. Either way, it's a dodgy turn 1 here. It's a bit of a dodgy turn 1 here. We've got a field of GTE cars, so while I'm in the Porsche, there's going to be Fords, BMWs, Aston Martins, Corvettes in the fray as well. I am, of course, at the back, going to have plenty of... I'm at the back surrounded by Fords. Sorry, there's a Ferrari as well, a 488 GTE. It looks like we might actually be lucky and get a little bit of a sneaky... Hey, we got 2 places before we even got... before we even really got control of the car. I will take that. Now, this is where we are going to brake nice and early, because I know how late I can brake down here. However, I know we're going to stack up, and I'm trying not to run into the back of the cars ahead. Can I squeak by on the inside? I'm pretty sure we're 3 wide. Nope, I couldn't carry the momentum. I'm going to have to sit in behind the Ford. Is there a car on my outside? Yes, there is. We're going to have to try and go the long way around the next turn. Oh, it's very busy. It always is in these opening laps. It's always going to be very busy. We're on the outside of a Ford, I think. Can I keep my foot down and get that position? We're across the curb slightly. Still got something on the inside. Don't really want to be around the outside of a Corvette there. I think we're going to have to lift, although he's then tried to get past the Ford and scared himself silly. Sneaking as the AI all stack each other up on these opening laps. The AI, they do a better job on Project Cars 2 than they ever did on the first one. However, in these opening laps, it is easy for them to get really stacked up. I mean, you can be a lot faster through here. I probably will be in future laps. We're 21st. After such a good... Well, after getting 2 cars before we even really got control of the vehicle, it's now proving a little more difficult. Going to go around the outside of the Corvette on the way in here. Yes, I can, although... Oh, got to try and be a little careful. I think we better give the Corvette a rub. In the end, I don't think the Corvette really fancied his chances around the outside of the second part, and he has fallen back. That is up to 20th place from this opening lap. That's a lap around Oschersleben, but it's a cool lap. I really like driving this circuit. It's just a fun track. I just like hot lapping even around this circuit, let alone racing. We are going to go mega early on the brakes down here, because I know exactly what we're going to do, and if I try and dive up the inside, just going to run into a wall of cars, which are going to cut back. Can I get the run through here on that Corvette? No, I'm going to be held down to the bottom. Can't make it stick there, annoyingly. In some ways, I kind of need to feel a little bit more spread out than this, because now they're so busy kind of giving each other grief. Very difficult to find a way past. Also, that particular turn, I really struggle at getting the same sort of speed out of the car that the AI seem to be able to, which is a little bit of a pain, because it then puts me too far back to really be able to do anything up here where I would be liking to. We might even be able to sneak underneath. No, I could sneak underneath. Problem is, if I do that there, I'm going to end up in a situation where I can't actually get the speed on the exit of the corner. Can't get on the power as early as the Corvette can. We're a little slow on the exit. It's a little bit shonky from me. We need to get some moving going on here. We need to start getting some places. I can't get a run on the way in here. Maybe I can get a dive up the inside into the penultimate corner. It'd be from a very long way back here. However, no. Oh, I very much thought about it. That was very much thought about. had another lap where we are stuck behind a Corvette. Okay, we've got a very good run out of the final turn. Here we go. I think we're actually going to out-drag the Corvette down towards the first corner. That's 19th place for me. Are we going to be? I mean, we are potentially close enough to have a look if we can stop in time before we hit the Ford. Oh, I'll take that. I will take that. Thank you very much indeed. We might even get the Ford if I can carry the speed mid-corner. Ooh, yes we can with a bounce and a wiggle. That's a better start to the lap. That's what we need. That is what we need indeed. I will take that. Thank you very much. Oh dear. However, I mean, the laps are already ticking off and we're only up to 17th place. Now, whoa, careful with the bumps. You can get the car upset. It is quite possible to spin, well, anything around here. It is quite possible to spin the 911. I had a couple of off-track excursions, shall we say, in some practice laps from just bouncing it across these bumps and launching the car around. So definitely going to have to be a touch mindful in places. We're going to catch the Ferrari at quite an awkward place. It's kind of going to be a duck into line here. Now I might be able to, if we get a really good run out of here. Am I close enough to go for a big lunge here? Oh, we're close enough to go for it. Oh no! Oh, we gave it a bump. I think we might have actually straightened it up. Okay, well, I mean, some gentlemanly racing after there was a bit of a bump. There was a little bump on the back of the Ferrari. Thought it was going to go round. Ended up going round in front of me. However, I was there just to straighten it up. No harm done. We might go for a big dive on it down into turn 1. We are going to clobber the curb. Where is it? Where is the Ferrari? I think he's still alongside. Can he carry the speed through this next bit? Even if he can, oh, he will be there. He tried to go back to his normal racing line. Couldn't do it because there was a Porsche in the way. That's 16th place. Unfortunately, this progress is too slow. We need to get more than one car a lap. We need to be getting, well, you know, ideally we want to get 2 cars down into the first corner, whether it be 2 in the braking zone, it's quite difficult, or whether it be 1 in the braking zone and 1 like we did with the Ford. 1 in the braking zone for turn 1 and then 1 up the inside into turn 2. I need to be doing more of that, not just 1 car a lap if we're going to get towards the top 10, if we're going to get towards a podium, etc. We've the first time actually through that section completely on our own. We're going to get a little bit of a breather from the ferocious onslaught of overtaking. Oh dear, but it'll be, I mean, back down to turn 1, I don't know whether we'll be close enough because we're running quite quick through here. It can be neat and tidy through all of that with the Porsche. We'll get to choose our own braking points through here, although now I've got to try and... So this kind of racing, you find yourself almost adapting to where the AI go, and then as soon as you're on your own, it's slightly surreal. Like I've been used to braking at a certain point so that I don't plonk into the back of an AI car. Used to braking in a certain way so that we don't run over the car ahead, and then all of a sudden you release on your own and you've got to go back to almost your hot lapping. Well, you have got to go back to your hot lapping braking points and everything. Can I sneak a move up the inside here? It was from a long way back, but the Corvettes were slow. I will say thank you very much for that one, and we are up a position. If I am left to my own devices on a good lap, we can potentially get into the 126s. Does need to be a pretty good lap. I'm not massively consistent getting down there. Low 27s more likely for me. So I mean, we are well in traffic basically. The whole point of these kind of overtaking challenges is to be far faster than the AI. It's about trying to find ways past. Can we sneak up the inside there? No, we can't do that move. That's a pain because then you get stuck behind. You're not going to overtake through here. Your next best bet is one where the AI are actually pretty good. I don't get on the power out of there so well. Down here, I'm fast, but it's not an overtaking spot really for me. Not going to happen, I don't think. So neat. Focus on being neat and tidy through all of this, which we were very... This is on now. Penultimate turn. We should be able to get that pass done. Fairly straightforward. That's more like it. That's what we want to see. And then carefully does it into final turn. Got to be a little bit mindful of the big kind of sausage curb on the inside. It will launch cars around. It'll bounce cars about if you aren't too careful. Now, are we going to be close enough to have a look into turn 1? Potentially not on the way. Well, I'll go around the outside on the way in. That's how we do it. We might even get 2 in all of that if I can keep my car in a good place. If I go down too low, they get all of the speed off of the corner, we will just move up slightly in front of them. That's more like it. That's more like it. That was a nice little pass. It was a nice little sequence of passes around the outside of turn 1, inside of turn 2. That's what we need to do more of. And it does help if they stay... If they can stay at that sort of distance so that I can do that, that would be great. Otherwise, we are probably going to be relegated to a car a lap. They're not really spreading out, which is good news for me. The busier they are, the better news it is for my Porsche. I've actually never seen another Porsche in this field so far. Been overtaking Fords and Corvettes and everything. We're going to get some BMWs now. I don't think I have seen another Porsche, but there we go. Sometimes some of these fields, they do only fields. Well, they'll feel like a lot of one sort of car and then maybe one of something. I think the LMP 900 field bunches of Audis and a single Toyota. It's a little bit strange. I guess they kind of are. I say they are restricted. Some cars only have like one or whatever alternate livery, and the game might only want to spawn in one. I don't know. Either way, it does look like we are one of the very lone Porsches here. Can I have a look at the inside? Oh, I've got to get that stopped before I run into the back of the Ford. I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do here because we're going to have to go around the outside of the BMW. Oh, try and keep him down. No, can't do it. He's got that one. Couldn't quite fire my car far enough up the inside to get the Beamer because I was really worried about clonking in because that was a fair way back and I didn't want to clonk the back of the Ford. In fact, it's one of those, like, I know exactly where I can brake to stop the car in time for the corner. However, the bit where I'm going to be stopping is where that Ford is, and the Ford isn't magically going to disappear, and the speed that I'm going to be carrying there is a lot. So I can't necessarily do what I want to at all times. This is another wasted lap, if you like. Oh, that was maybe a... Well, I mean... I always tend to turn off the corner cut penalties because this game is very, like, if you put a wheel on the grass, the game tells you off. And you can have two wheels perfectly on the track, but the game will still have a hissy fit at you. So I tend to turn them off because, I mean, yeah, as long as there are two wheels on the track, it doesn't matter if you clobber the curbs. That was a little bit two wheels on the curb, I think, more than anything. I should have dove up the inside. I've just got into that habit now of following an AI car. Let's change that, shall we? Into the final corner. Nice dive there. I mean, like this is a track I think is a great circuit, a great racetrack. There's so many overtaking opportunities if you are within range, if you are in the right place at the right time. Turn 1, of course, being a primary example. Can I get it stopped before we clonk the side of the Corvette? Yes, we can. I get a bit of oversteer though, so I still can't do the double move. I think that Ford's going to get me back again. No, Ford's backed out of it. There we go. Are we going to get some more sliding? No more sliding from the car. What are we on? Lap 8 here. Lap 8 as we make our way towards the top 10. I mean, if we could get a couple of cars a lap, we might find ourselves battling for the lead by the end. But we've got to try and get a couple of cars per lap, and I've got to try and not spin through here. Don't do anything stupid across that bump. That bump's where I have trouble. You can run in quick here, but I'll never get the exit that I need to make that move stick. Unless the Corvette gets a wobble, gets a little wobble, it's not going to be enough. There's nothing I can do through here, annoyingly. And the AI are actually very good on the power down this part, where I'm very quick on the way into that chicane. I just can't live with them. They got on the power out of there very, very well, and I can't live with that. Okay, let's try. Penultimate corner or final corner, do we reckon, on the Corvette? I think penultimate corner. I think we've probably got him here. We will fire up the inside. Oh, well, we're giving him some space out there. Oh, okay. Well, I could have probably fired up a little bit further alongside. He also did turn into my door. So, you know, it's only so much that I can do. We are not going to get up the inside here. We are too far back. But I have got to be mindful of not pile driving the back of them as they all fight for position. I should be able to do a sneaky up the inside of at least one of them here. We have got the Aston Martin. That's an 8th place for us. Still don't see another Porsche on the field. I'd see a Ferrari and a bunch of BMWs. BMWs seem to be going pretty well around this circuit. BMWs do seem to be going pretty damn well around here. My lap times are garbage at the moment. Just sat in traffic. Nothing in terms of lap times happening. That's fine. We're quicker than the cars we're racing. That's all that matters, really. Oh, across the bouncy bit. Can we get a pass for the first time out of here? Oh, this is going to be dicey. Oh, I was alongside. I was alongside there. It was a little dicey on the BMW. It cost the BMW some time. However, I was there. He kind of slowed and then turned into me. So, you know, there is only so much that I can do. That was a bit more. That was perhaps a little bit on the limit of aggression. There's been a couple of passes that were kind of a little bit on the limit of aggression in terms of getting that overtake. How are we doing? We're not that far away from the leader. That leader is not too far down the road here as we cross the line in 7th place. But if we're going to do it, it's going to have to be a mad couple of laps. Now, I think we're again too far here. Too far back to have a dive up the inside at turn 1, but we are perfectly positioned for that inside manoeuvre at turn 2. Just got to cut back, try and get on that power without sliding the car. I like this Porsche. This Porsche is good fun to drive. I don't think it replaces the Ford GT as my favourite of the GTE cars, but it is damn good fun. It is damn good fun to throw around here. So we lose a little bit of time through this bit, that's fine. We'll gain it all back up here. Now, can we do a similar thing to the white BMW that we did to the yellow car? We can get on that power nice and early. We will shove the nose alongside. No, this time he is clear. I won't fight that one. This time he's going to be well clear of us. Let's do it penultimate corner, I think, again. Or maybe the final turn if he's too far away. Penultimate corner probably is going to be the best. Just sort of gauging by the distance. I'm going to be so messed up if I find myself on my own somewhere. Whoa, because I'm braking at the AI braking points now. I'm just braking where I know I can... I'm not going to get him here. Not going to be far enough alongside, so it'll have to be the final turn. Well through there. So final turn is on. Big dive, get it stopped. He turned in, gave us a little rub. Nothing too bad. That's 5th place. Oh, if we can keep up this momentum, we might stand a chance of going for the lead on the final lap. But it's going to be difficult. We're doing exactly the same thing into this first corner as we have done previous laps. There we go. That's what we want. Sneak it up the inside. That's another BMW out of the way. 3 more cars to go and 2 laps to do it in. I can't do anything until the end of this lap. We've got to be in a position to get a pass in the final couple of corners. Unless we can get a pass on the Ferrari earlier, that would be helpful. But I don't think we're going to. I was up on 2 wheels through all of that. Little chirp from the brakes. Can I do this? I've been wanting to get this pass to work. They get on the power very well out of there. I can't, just can't make that stick. I can get great mid-quarter speed. I cannot carry the mid-quarter speed though enough. I can't get on the exit well enough. That BMW is still a little bit menacing behind us. If we make a little mistake, the BMW will be there to capitalise. Right on the Ferrari through these final few corners. This might be on. Penultimate turn. And it is on. We will throw the Porsche up the inside. Ferrari gives us space. We are through. 2 more cars to go. Can I get both of them into turn 1 and 2? I might even be able to do that. Might not be the most dramatic of ways to go. It might not come down to the final corner like a few of these have done of late. Oh, they're moving over because they're going to fight themselves. Oh, they're up the inside. Can I get to the... I'm not going to be able to do it on the leader though. We have got one. We're second. We're up to second. Don't crash on the exit. Don't crash on the exit of the corner. We're going to have a little lift. I think I have to have a little lift. We're going to have to be a little careful into that corner because I was really on the limits of the rear grip. In fact, the Ferrari jumped its way up into a 3rd position in all of that. The Ferrari profited. It's going to come down to the final couple of turns. Can we do anything here? Oh, it's going to be close. It's not going to be close enough. Okay, don't worry. It's not a problem. We've been doing this all race. Don't make a mistake now. And on the power we go again. Do we go penultimate turn or do we go for the very final corner? I'm not sure which is the better spot. I mean, down here would be fun if I could do it, but it's very, very risky to try and pull that one off. We are all over the bumper. I'm going to have to do it here, I think. We've got the opportunity. Far up the inside, BMW tries to fight it. BMW will not make that one stick. It's around the final corner we go. A run to the line.
Great driving, what a win, fantastic job.
That was a good race. That was a damn good race. Not an easy one. Not an easy one at all. However, I will very gladly take the victory here. The Porsche did well. I like the car. Didn't really get a clean lap running in that, being, you know, stuck in so much traffic. Turn 1 proved to be a very helpful, very useful spot for the overtaking. And we got it. We got ourselves to the lead on the penultimate corner. Excellent timing. Excellent timing indeed. That, though, is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.